Okay, well, I apparently have both vertical and horizontal output, which means I have mobile stream and horizontal, I have mobile and desktop stream going. The only thing I don't quite understand is if I can switch which chat I see. I don't see any way to change the chat box that gets displayed on the stream. So if there's anybody that's actually going to appear in the video in the yeah, if there's anybody that's actually going to appear in the mobile stream, I won't know. I don't think I'm going to know. I'm not, wait a minute. Actually, can I just go? Maybe I need to do a pop out chat here. So if I go here, I think I should have two live streams. If I go over to go live, I'm just curious because I've never used, okay, yeah. So I have now, it would be nice if I knew which one was which. I guess I can just look at them and see. Is this the vertical or the horizontal? No, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so that looks like the horizontal. That looks like the desktop. All right, easy, easy. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. That was the top one I clicked, I think. So what about, so this one, because I have no memory, this should be the vertical. If we give it a minute, so I guess I can do a pop out chat of the vertical. Yes, perfect. All right, there we go. We got this now. We got it. And then I can go ahead and copy the link. Join us in the desktop stream at, and then I'll put a link there. All right. Well, welcome back to yet another edition of this. I hope everybody's having a great, wonderful Sunday. I know I am, just because I'm streaming. I'm here spending time with you, whether or not there's actually people here. I'm here to spend time with my friends, my online friends, my real friends. Okay, so we're getting close to finishing this one ticket, not that one. Let me see. This, add a drivable boat. So I fleshed this out a little this morning. I added some more content to it. And so we have two things to do. The boat should not be drivable on land and add a realistic bounding box. So I think okay, so wait a minute. We did this. Currently, there is only a single box collider on the boat, which means the player can walk through walls of the boat and into the water. Ideally, there would be box colliders all around to make the boat feel more solid. All right, so we don't have to do anything fancy like a mesh collider or anything. We can literally just make it. Let's just add four walls. So let's go to the overrides. Let's apply all to the okay, I think that should work. And then if we go back to the, I want to go to the I want to do this on the prefab. Prefab right here. And then okay, so here, and I'm going to have to add more driving points, but that's a different, that's a different ticket. I'm just going to call it tickets. That's a different ticket. We'll worry about that. Oh, there was this thing I wanted to worry about. Propulsion. Okay, let's do that now because that's easy. So I'm not sure what not sure did. I'm not sure not sure is sure. Like because this is okay. Like what is this for? There's that propulsion and then there's this propulsion point, which are very similar, but I don't know if either one is used. All right, let's look it up. We're going to have to look it up. Propulsion point, and that's it. That's the only time it's even okay. So there's just that one variable, and then thrust position, which I guess if it's null, it just uses the transform position, which I guess works fine. I do not know. I don't think this. I'm going to go back to the scene. I'm going to do it on the scene. I don't think this propulsion needs to be there, so I'm going to delete that. Instead of deleting it, let's disable it. And then we're going to go to the boat and we're going to drag the propulsion point onto the propulsion point. And now we're going to run it and we're going to see if there's any like real noticeable changes or anything. Okay. And then the other thing I want to do, actually, I do want to load up. Why is the connection is poor? That's poor. That's not good. I don't know why the connection on there would be poor, but whatever. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right. We want to just run this and see if it still works. Okay, so we are running. Okay, that is my fault because I did not let the boat come to a complete stop. But I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go overrides. I'm going to go apply all, and then I'm going to go into the prefab and do the edit the bounding box. So what's happening is now the boat is going so fast, and then it comes to a complete stop, and then there's no friction, which I realize now is the word I was looking for yesterday. There's no friction, so the player just kind of slides, like the boat keeps going forward, and the player just slides back off the boat. So that's why we need like a kind of a realistic bounding box, right? Um, so let's see, is how can I do a wire view? And like, okay, what are these things? Toggle tool, handle position, center, pivot. I'm not sure what the difference is there. What are we doing here? Local. Okay, so that's local for coordinates and shit. Okay, I grid and snap. Not sure what that is. What is this? Grid visual. I'm not sure what these do. Opacity. Nothing happened. Okay, great. This is snapping. What snaps? Can things snap? I've been begging for snapping. I've literally been begging for snapping, for anything to snap on this thing, but nothing does. Okay, so let's see. So let's just, okay, let me see. I got to try and get a view of how well this is on the ground. Like, this is difficult to see. This is not easy. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think it could come up a little bit. Oh, and I'm dragging it out. Okay, so I want it to go up. But I want the, I don't want the, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter where the bottom is. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Okay, we can delete this. Go back to the boat. Go back to this. Okay, so, all right. I have all these little, there's like little gnats just flying around. It's gnat season. I can't wait until it gets really cold and they go back to hell where they belong. All right, let me see. Okay, so I think that's probably good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we need to add another bounding box. Another box collider, sorry. It makes me a little, it makes me wonder, is there no way to like make it hollow on top? Like that's all I need, but I guess maybe there's not. All right, so I guess we add another box collider. Yeah, yeah. I guess there's no way to make it hollow on top. All right, so we'll add another one, box collider. Okay, so this we can add to the back of the boat. All right. Okay, this is not centered, which is going to drive me. It's you know what? I'm just going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. That looks pretty good. It doesn't need to be that tall. Actually, it doesn't need to be that tall at all. We'll make it, I guess, no. See, really what you need to do is you need to come down here. And then can I duplicate that? No, why isn't there? There's no easy duplicate button. Why wouldn't there should be a duplicate? There should be a nice, easy way to duplicate. Um, I guess I can just do copy and paste. Oh, I did copy. Where's paste? Paste component as new. Okay. So okay. Actually, I need to make sure that both of these are no. Okay. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Okay. Okay. That's good. And now we can paste another one basically as new. Paste component as new. Okay, so I don't know which one did I just add? That's not helpful at all. Okay, so that's the bottom. That box collider's there. This is that one. Okay. So this is the one we want to change. I'm going to lock. Can I lock? Can I lock individual components? I don't think I can. No. Would be nice if you could. Okay, so we can drag this here, right? Drag that over here, make it overlap a little bit. And then we can drag that point here, make it overlap a little bit. Come down, and then drag this down to there. I'm not going to worry about those part, like these little flaps here. I'm not going to worry about those not having, like, the collision actually looks a little off. Like, yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe. Wait a minute. I don't need this one. Yeah, I don't need that one. Remove component. Okay. Or maybe I do need it. All right, I'm going to bring it back. I don't think I need it. All right, I'm going to disable it. Okay, so let's see. We disabled the mesh collider. Okay, so first of all, did the one in the scene pick up those changes? Box collider, box collider. It picked up 2 box colliders. No, wait, box collider, 2, but it's drawing 4. Wait a minute. Okay, is there something I'm missing? Did I put the box colliders on the wrong thing? No. Box 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th disabled one. Yet I see 1, 2. Oh. 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 What? Wait, I'm really confused now. What happened? I'm so confused. Oh my gosh. What is this? I put a boat inside of a boat. It's like a recursive boat. Oh dear. Okay, let me see. Okay. I want to copy this one. Copy component. I want to disable this boat. I don't know how the boat object got into the boat. I'm so confused. Paste component as new. Okay. And then we'll just leave it like this for now. Okay. I think I'm just going to delete this. I'm kind of scared now. Well, that's why you have source control. It's okay. All right, let me see what's going on in here. Okay. Okay, somehow we had a recursive boat. Like we had a boat within a boat. Like that's weird. All right, let's see. Honestly, the player may still slide out of the boat. But we'll see. What the hell happened? How did everything get what is going on? What happened? What's going on? What was that? Something weird's happening. I don't know what's happening, but something weird's happening, and I'll be honest, I don't like it. Oh gosh darn it. And suddenly it's very jumpy. I might just want to restart Unity. But I don't think that was the cause of the weirdness I saw. Let's see. Okay, so I'm hitting that rear collider, which is good. I probably... Oh, shoot. I'm going to restart Unity, because Unity's like jittery when I first start the game. I think I do. I mean, honestly, there should probably be a collider here, right? Like, we could probably use a box collider right here. Like, by the engine in these two seats, they should stop you from going too far back as well. Let's do that really quick. So what I can do is I can hopefully not screw it up again. I'm going to have to check everything. Okay, got to be thorough. Okay, so we're going to copy component. Then we're going to paste component as new. Okay. And then we're going to edit that component. Let me disable the other ones. Oh, wait, what happened? Come back. Where did the edit collider button go? And yeah, I cannot edit the collider. Is the boat locked? No, it's not locked. What happened? Why can't I edit the collider? I'm going to restart Unity. I don't know if that's going to help, but we'll see. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. And if you are watching on the mobile stream, be sure check out the comments. There is a desktop stream. If you found me on mobile, but you're actually on a desktop, there is a desktop stream. The link is in the is pinned. Actually, it's not pinned. I'm going to pin it. All right. Now the link to the desktop stream is in the comments. All right. So let's see what's happening. Oh wait, we got to wait for Unity to load. I think I may just reclone the repo. Maybe we'll rename the project, and then that would be a good time to reclone. Okay. Okay. What is happening? All I'm not fooling around. I'm going to stash my changes cuz something really weird, something really weird is happening. All right, so let me go up here. I'm going to stash. I'm going to make sure driving is okay again because driving was working perfectly this morning. I was hanging out with Not Sure on the stream, and we were working on it. And like a nice guy called Casual came in, and we were hanging out, and it was working fine. And then I went on a run, and I get back from my run, and now all hell has broken loose. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if the new colliders are messing with anything with the physics. I guess that's a possibility. Okay, let's see. Okay. So this is okay, so it's working fine. Let's just add okay. Okay, let's just do it on here. So I have this collider here. I can edit that. I'm going to try and bring that. I want to try and center it. It looks pretty centered. Do I want to lower it? Actually, I think it looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to put one more collider in the back here, and then that's it for now. I'm going to let Matthew do that. No. Okay, wait a minute. All right, so let's see. We got the box collider here. Copy component. Paste component as new. Okay, so now I have this new. Why? Okay. No, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the sound of the boat. Okay, what a pain in the butt. Okay, I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to put this part of it here, like right behind the seats. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. I'm going to bring this one in a little bit. Pixel Peerlin says, hello. Hello, Pixel Peerlin. Hope you're doing well. All right. Okay, so I think that will be fine. And honestly, if that works, I might just leave it at that for now. No, because we really do need the walls as well. We really need to box the player in. Hello, Peter Peerlin. Peter Pellerin. Pixel Pellerin, not Peter. Pixel Pellerin. I like that name. I'm mispronouncing it, but I like it. Okay. So basically, when I drive now, I drive and then... Okay, perfect. I'm going to add two more. I'm going to add two more colliders, maybe three. I'm going to add one in the front and two on each side. Okay. I think it'll be okay. You just got to trust me on this one. I think Pixel Pellerin trusts me. So as long as Pixel Pellerin trusts me, I trust myself to handle it. All right. So let me see. All right. So I'm going to do copy component, paste component as new. All right. So now I have this one. Man, it would have been nice if you could drag everything. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Gosh dang it. I can't see shit. I can't edit it. I don't know why I can't edit. Like, The edit box collider button has disappeared except on this one. Is it like an all or nothing thing? That's what it seems to be like. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're going to add a box collider. On the side, like that. Okay, I think that's good. And then we're going to add a new one. So I'm going to copy this component and then paste as new. And then I'm going to drag that one over here, right outside. Hopefully I did this correctly. I think I did. Wait a minute. What happened to the one on this side? I'm so confused. Is this one a duplicate? There's got to be an easier way to do this. Remove component. We have this one in the back. That one's on the side. This one's on the back. Okay, we're going to disable that one. This one's on the bottom. Okay, so we have the one over on the side, which I thought I was duplicating, but I wasn't. So I'm going to copy that one. I'm going to paste that one, paste component as new, disable that one, and hope I can edit this one, which I can't, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm seeing the numbers on the one I want to change. Okay, now I'm not, so I'm going to undo that. So let me see. The one on the very bottom, that's the numbers I want to see change. Okay, center. Okay, size. I want the X size to be small, I think. Like this is difficult. This is rather difficult. Okay, so I have one on the left, I have one on the right. They're not even, but that's okay. And then I'm not going to worry about one on the front. I'm just going to worry about one on three sides. So if you want to walk off the boat by walking in the front, that's fine with me. You can walk off the boat by walking to the front of the boat. I'm not going to stop you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we go over here. Oh, it's because I disabled the box colliders. That's why. All right, so if I enable them, it should be okay. Boat driver script needs to be enabled. Box collider, box collider. You know, this is Matthew's fault for telling me to use box colliders, saying, well, box colliders are more performant. A mesh collider is going to be very expensive, so use a box collider. Now I'm going to I hate him for that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I can tell that the wall collider is working because I couldn't get over it. Okay, that's perfect. That one works. That one works. And then I should be able to walk out the front. But All right, so I can drive. I add the colliders and suddenly the steering goes bonkers. I'm going to disable the box colliders. Like literally, I add the box colliders and suddenly it just goes completely wonky. Like the driving goes wonky. Suddenly it wants to veer to the right for no reason, just because it can, I guess. Okay, let's see if driving is okay. Okay, so the box colliders are definitely causing an issue with driving. I wonder if are they I was going to say, are they colliding with this? But I don't think they would be. Let's bring this one in a little bit, right? Well, let's add one box collider at a time and see if, like, what exactly is happening. All right. So let's see. We come over here. Okay, let's see if driving works now. No, no. So, okay, so I add the rear box collider and driving loses its shit. Could it have something to do with propulsion? Well, let's add the other walls. Let's add those two walls and see if it goes to shit still. I'm super curious. And Matthew's not here to tell me what the problem is. So once again, it's his fault. Best of Lamine Yamal Messi Raldinho. Raldino. I know that's a name. I recognize your username. I feel like you've been here before. You've hit my stream before. And guys, if you are listening, even if you don't like this video, I mean, even if you don't like the content that I'm giving you, it would be great if you could push the like button, because if you press the like button, then that actually that helps me, and I'm a complete stranger, so why not help me? Okay, so the side. So if I add the collider in the rear, that's causing an issue. I wonder if it has something to do with the propulsion point, right? Like the propulsion point. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, it could be. Wait a minute. 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 Just wait a minute. Just calm down for a second. Propulsor point. We add this. We disable this. I'm not going to delete it. Not yet. I'm just going to disable it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. Okay, but I don't think I enabled the point, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so I think this box collider is what's causing the issue. So let's see if it's still causing an issue. Wait, what box collider was it? That one. Third from the bottom. Okay, let's enable it and let's see. That's weird. That's bizarre. I don't understand what's happening there. And again, it's Matthew's fault for not being here to tell me what the problem is. Nope. 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 So that box collider is causing an issue. Okay, I have another idea. God damn it. Like, why can't I click this and lift it up like I can with everything else? Like, that would be so nice. Hey. But no, they have to implement this weird dragging. Like that's just a weird implementation to do these or not bounding boxes, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right. Third from the bottom. That's the one causing the issue. And of course, I can't edit. Like, what the hell, man? All right, there we go. Okay. But I would like to disable the other things so I can easily see what I'm trying to edit. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to drag that up. But I want to drag the bottom up too. And of course, I can't see. Is it low and it's hitting the ground? No. Let's see. We'll see if that causes an issue. Let's get some music in here. Let's get a little bit of music. What do you guys feel like? We'll go with the old standby until Sunny Meta says hi. Hey Meta. Hey Sunny Meta. Meta must be a common last name in India. I work with like. Oh, it's because it's not enabled. I feel like I work with like 4 or 5 different people with the last name Meta. Let me see. And if you're watching on if you're on the mobile stream, but you're on a desktop computer, there is a desktop link. If you look in the comments, the pinned comment has a link to the desktop stream if that floats your boat. Yahya Bentiv. Oh, Yahya Bentiv says hi. Hello, Yahav. How are you? Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we're driving. Collider, that is weird. What is that? Okay. Okay, I have another idea. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pick the box up. We're going to make it like way above. We're going to like set it. Whoop, oh, no. I want it to be like a ridiculous box. Like it's not going to even be attached to the boat. Okay. So, now Matthew shows up as I've been struggling for the past 20 minutes. Yeah. Good for nothing. Now, how you doing, Matthew? It's good to see you. So I'm running into an odd issue where if I'm adding bounding boxes or box colliders. The box colliders, right? I have one on each side of the boat, and then I'm putting one on the back of the boat. And whenever I have one on the back of the boat, the boat suddenly veers to the right. So I'm fooling around with it to see if I can. Yeah, see, that's what it's doing. It's weird. And look, and it's not even colliding with anything. It's just like this is the box that's causing the trouble. The box is literally floating above the boat. But if I disable it, it's going to work fine. So here we go. All right, so we'll go over here. So it's disabled. Now I can drive fine. Perfectly straight, no problems. Let's edit the bounding box while, or I keep calling it a bounding box. Okay, now I've edited, or I've enabled it in game. Let's see. Now it works fine. So it was making me think, okay, like I thought maybe it was colliding with something, but I don't see what. Like, I'm going to set it way, way up. I'm going to set it like way up here. I'm going to enable it, and I'm going to see if the issue happens. All right, I'm just checking some personal messages over here. Be with you soon. I ended up streaming my... Wait, you're streaming, Matthew? Well, thanks for the notification. Weird. Shall we try adding colliders as their own objects? Wait a minute. Okay, so I put it way up, and I don't see the issue's not happening. So when you say colliders as their own objects, does that mean I can add a collider here? Create. Where would it be? Effects? Particle system, trail line. Okay, 3D object. Sphere, okay. I don't see it there. I mean, would it be collider here? Or like, where would it be? Water. Yeah, I never have much of a plan for my own streams. Super ad hoc. I fixed my custom avatar in string mode. Yeah, I mean, that's how I got here. Just an empty game object with a box collider. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Okay, I like that idea, though. Let's do this. Let's do create colliders. Well, I wish you had told me to do that in the beginning. That actually is a nice design. I wish I had thought of that. Okay. Then I'm going to create empty rear collider. Okay, now before I forget, I want to go and I want to disable the problematic one. All right, we'll go over there. Okay, and then here, all right, add component, box collider. Okay. Okay. So, oh, see, this is such a great idea. Why couldn't you have told me this before? Making me waste all this time. No. I give Matthew too much hard of a time. I give him too hard of a time, but it's because I know he can be better. No, he's already great, so I need to shut up. Okay, let me see. Okay. So, question. Will the box collider by default take up the whole... Yeah, like the box collider is taking up the whole space of this object I'm drawing, right? So if I resize this, if I do the scale tool and resize, the box collider is going to be the size of the rectangle I'm seeing. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, and I'm pretty sure I'm also asking it terribly. Hi, honey. I might. Oh, are you in a good mood now? Are you in a better... No, I didn't tell anybody that we were fighting. He's right here. The kitty's right here. I didn't tell anybody at all that we were fighting. I didn't mention that the only reason I was streaming all day yesterday is because we were fighting. I didn't say that.
You can speak. You cannot speak. Why for too much intense?
Oh, what are you doing?
Just asking you can go down.
Do you want me to come downstairs? I was gonna come.
It's super
Well, football's at 4:30 today, but I'll come down. Let me come. I'll come down in about an hour. Okay? Hey, come here. You got like a leaf on you. Oh, you got food. It's rice.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here. You're embarrassing me. You're making me look bad. I got a messy wife. All right, I'll come down in about an hour. Okay? All right. Hi. Oh, Matthew says hi. Hope you're feeling better. He says. Don't mention that. Don't mention that I mentioned that to you guys. God, you're gonna get me in more trouble again. Jeez, you trying to get me in trouble? God, just Matthew's a troublemaker. Just constantly making trouble. What, honey?
Do you know the bill for the surgery?
No, I haven't heard. I haven't gotten anything yet.
The bill before repair or repair?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's see if this works. I disabled the one on the boat. I hope this works. Nope. Nope. Doesn't work. It shoots to the right, but this will be easier to work with, so there is that. Strange. It's like it's going and then it just pulls to the right all of a sudden. Like right away. Okay. So if the box is high enough, it doesn't do it. So it's like it's colliding with something. Could it be could it somehow be colliding with this? With the road? It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, or maybe the player somehow. It's somehow colliding with the player? Well, that would suggest that it's not moving with the boat. Well, let's make sure it's moving with the boat. The player is fixed in the seat now, yes. He's fixed. He's not only fixed in the seat, but when you stop driving, he's still in the boat. All right, so let me see. I'm just going to go a little forward. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. I just want to look at the scene view. Yeah, so the collider is definitely moving with the boat. And yeah, you can see the player here in the seat. All right. Okay, so where was I? I was over here texting. I was like texting, Okay, wait, that's a chat. All right. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, first I'm going to make sure that putting the object there actually does cause the issue. And then I'm going to jump in, I'm going to enter driving mode, and I'm going to move the boat away from the road. And I'm going to do that in the scene view, and then I'm going to try driving. So, let's see. The issue is back. Okay. So, I'm just going to start over. I'm going to start over. then, okay. All right, so we're going to come over here. Now, I'm going to enter driving mode, but before I even move, I'm going to move the boat away. No. The boat. Everything. The boat. What in the world? It's not letting me move it. What is going on? Okay. All right. I'm going to disable all the colliders I added. I still need the ground collider, but okay, I'm not going to just disable them. I'm going to delete them. Remove. And then we're going to remove this one. Remove. And then we're going to remove this one. Remove. Okay. Now. So we have the floor, and is that another collider? This. That's not the object, or is it the object? That might be the object. Yeah, that's the object. Okay. So, okay. Move game move below scene view. Move game move below scene view so you can see both at the same time. Oh, okay. Oh, you can drag. I didn't even think about that. You can drag. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You can drag the tabs. Okay. Okay, let me try my idea. Let me try to get that working. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the scene. I'm going to move the boat over. Why can I not drag the boat? I can't move the boat. I'm not saying that that's part of the problem, but it's weird that I can't. Is it locked in the hierarchy? It's... No. I see a hand. You see... Oh! This one? No, it's the same thing. I think the float script... But even if I enable the float script, I still can't move it. Probably position is forced due to the code of the physics. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So here, I'll do this. I'll just move it away, and then I'll just put the player in the boat. Probably should have put the player on the boat a long time ago, but I like jumping onto the boat. I don't know why. It's kind of fun. All right, so let's see. Okay. So let's try this. This should be okay. All right. Okay. Nope. It's doing it immediately. It's going to the right. It's going to the right. Okay. So even when we're like in the middle of the ocean, it's still pulling to the right. And it's this rear collider. Is there something that's like sliding back? Well, first, let's get... Is there an easy way? There has to be a shortcut where... Oh, wait, I think that's what these are. Where I could like perfectly align the top-down view so that I'm looking perfectly down at the point. Is that what this is? Yeah, I think it is. I just need to find the right one. Okay, perfect. All right. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, so I would want to click Y. Orient. No. Okay. I feel like there's something. Oh, click the middle of the square. Oh. Okay, how do I undo that? Okay. All right, I can see how that's helpful, though. Okay. Why does this look uneven now? It looks even... Okay, I think it's fine. It's just... No, it's not fine. It's uneven. Ugh. I hate 3D programming. Okay. All right. Anyway. So what I feel like something has some physics, whether it's the player, whether it's the steering wheel, the glass here. I feel like let's do a process of elimination, right? Like the glass is not important. We can disable it. The steering wheel we cannot disable. The engine I think we can disable. Does the windmill have an animation? I wonder if it's actually spinning down there. Or I guess we would probably have to tell it to spin, and we're probably not. But I'm going to disable the engine. The glass, the engine, there's really not a lot else I can disable. The pilot seat, disable that. That might be problematic because I think the pilot seat is used to orientate the player when you're driving. Let's disable these things and try. Set X position to 0. It will be center of the boat. No collider, not the problem. All right. I'm going to answer some personal messages over here real quick. Just give me a minute. I'll be with you in a second, Matthew. No. Okay, wait. All right. It could even be the physics not updating quickly enough. It's pulling to the right. I forgot what I changed. Oh, I disabled some stuff. Okay, so I don't think it's the disabling. I don't think that... I'm not sure what disabling the pilot seat is going to do, but something's telling me... I'm looking at like what was added, like what not sure added. So I'm squarely pointing the finger at not sure. So because I'm just thinking about what has changed, right? So let's see. I disabled the pilot seat. Alrighty, let's enable the pilot seat. I enable the pilot seat and it pulls to the right. Okay, so I think the pilot seat is probably sitting still. That's my guess. Something about the pilot seat is like sitting still. So the back comes up, hits it, and it pulls to the right. That's why you are able to move forward for like a split second. That's interesting. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so it's the pilot seat. Let's look at pilot seat. So propulsion, I'm going to delete that. Pilot seat. It is simply just a transform. There's nothing special about it. Let me. It could even be the what the WTF? Yeah, I know this is tricky. Okay, so it's pulling to the right. Oh wait, so pilot. Oh, and then the player gets added to the pilot seat as a child. Oh, so maybe I want to set the player to be is kinematic. I want to set it to be kinematic. So wait, is there like a collider on the player or something? Or okay, so that's what the player. So the way this works is when we start driving, we add the player to be a child of the pilot seat. Yeah, something on the player is like sitting still. So that's why I was trying to see if like the player has a collider or the player, somehow there's some physics on the player. Okay, so that's the player. Let me look at the player visuals. Nope, that's just a transform. The capsule. Character controller handles it. So character controller, that's this, isn't that a script? Oh, this. Well, huh. Can we disable? I don't think the character controller is needed. I mean, I think so. You're saying disable? Well, let's try it in game. Okay, so I disable the character controller. Okay, and it's working. So I enable the character controller, and it pulls to the right. Okay, all right. So maybe we can just disable the character controller when we're in driving mode. So let's see, where would Grok added null to all these things, and like now I'm getting tons of warnings. I got to go through and fix that. All right, so I'm just gonna do another here. We'll do another private. Wait, actually, maybe character control. I feel like character controller might already be somewhere. Character. Okay, it's not. All right, so we'll just add another variable. Let's see. Character controller. Question mark character. No, I want it. Character. God damn it. Character controller. And then we'll just set it in awake. All right. Ugh. Get component character controller. This needs to be cleaned up because if anything's null, it's the throw, but whatever. God, this is going to be such a buggy game. It's my first game. Give me a break. All right. It's not my first game. Yeah, you weren't here, Matthew. We had to add a cooldown. Remember how the other night we discovered that like when you press, like you probably knew this already, but like you press E. And remember, we were like entering into driving and then immediately Xing out of driving. So I had to, and so we fixed that by changing the order. But then what was happening was we had the opposite problem. We were trying to exit driving and we were going back into driving. And what was happening, the reason that is because the player was sitting in front of the steering wheel. So you pressed E, so you exit driving. So now the player is sitting right in front of the steering wheel, and and your raycast is going to hit the steering wheel, and that E is still being registered, so it would send you right back into driving mode. So we had to add a cooldown period. So let's see. So we did all of that. So let's just, I don't know. Character controller. Is it game object? No, but won't game object be the player? Game. If I do character controller dot game object, that's going to be the player, isn't it? I want the character controller itself. Oh, just try enabled. Okay. I was going to do set active, but okay. Enabled. Ah. Enabled equals false. We're going to assume it has a value. All right. So end piloting, we're just going to put it here. We're going to do true. All right. All right, let's let Unity reset. Ugh. I'm talking to my buddy in Finland, and I think I remember out last night I was telling, if you were here last night, I was talking about how in Finland, police academy, like the country of Finland has this weird obsession with Police Academy, the movies Police Academy. They're constantly shown over broadcast television. So my buddy's telling me, I was like asking him like jokingly, like what movies on to like what sequel of Police Academy is on tonight? And he's like, nope, I have to wait until Friday. Police Academy 3, back in training. Like, it's so bizarre that they are so obsessed with the Police Academy movies. Ugh. Oh, I haven't checked Instagram at all today. Okay, let's see. Okay. It worked, kind of, but I think we need to adjust the rear. Yeah, the rear collider is not going to collide with the player. It's like way up there. So let's see. We come up here. I wish I had known about this game object. Like, this is a great little hack. I mean, I'm wondering what overhead it adds, like having the box collider on its own game object. Like, does it add any runtime overhead? I guess it probably does at least a little bit, but I think it's so much easier than trying to like modify 5 or 6 different box colliders on a single object. Yeah, no, this is nice. Practically no overhead. Yeah, it's so much easier. All right, let's see. So now we should be able to drive, hit, and then boom, we stay on the boat. Now, there's some shakiness and wonkiness there, but, you know, we'll address these things in time. Okay, so let me add the other box colliders is what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is going to make it so... I was sitting there struggling with the other ones. Wait, why? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, for some reason I'm expecting to see the other one, but no, okay. Actually, instead of doing it that way, I'm just going to add this one to the front. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good enough. Perfection is the enemy of good enough. Or what do they say? Perfection is the enemy of progress or something like that. It's true. I've met so many, like... Again, like I like to talk about hierarchies, like, you know, command hierarchies and things like that. And, you know, if I was the captain, then my XO, like I've talked about my XO before. And, but God, he really is just one of those perfection guys. And it's just like, oh my God. And like sometimes you just kind of, I'll be like, dude, just do this. Like, we're going to have to use it as it is. Like, I understand that it's not completely perfect and you want to refactor this because it'd make more sense. And no, we just have to do it. It's really difficult to let go of perfection, but then once you do, everything you write is shit. I mean, what? No, I didn't say that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, front collider. Wait, what happened? How did that front collider get over there? Wait, what? What did I just do? I swear to God, I'm losing my fucking mind. What the fuck happened? Like, the original rear collider's in the front, and then, oh my God, I'm losing it. I'm literally losing it. I don't know what is going on. Welcome to Unity. Yeah, no, Oliver Shot 1. Hey, Oliver Shot 1. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I know. It's been, oh my God, what a pain in the butt. All right, so let's see. I'm going to rename this to, that actually is the rear collider. The rear collider somehow got moved to the front. Okay, so front collider. And now we can rename this rear collider as needed. Okay, easy. Oh my God, I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay, I'm going to duplicate rear collider. I'm going to move this over, and then I'm going to make it the, can't see because of that glare. I'm going to make it that side. That side. Okay, so let's just scale. Easy. Easy. All right, scale. Perfect. And then, wait a minute. I have this new trick that Matthew taught me. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. That's close. Okay, and then we'll come over here. All right, I guess I can just, that's probably good. Right there. And then we're going to just do this. And then I can just duplicate this and then just drag it over here. Okay. Now, let's look at all, let's review these. So front colliders in the front, rear colliders in the rear. Would that be the left-hand side? I'm going to go with left. I was debating if that's left or right. So we'll do left collider and then right collider. Hope you enjoy your stay. It only gets worse from here. Yeah. Luckily, I have you guys. I have Matthew. I have Not Sure. Hopefully now I have Oliver Shot 1 to help out. So it's a communal effort. It's a communal effort. Okay, how do I get? Okay, perfect. All right. So let's test this out now. So we just have 4 colliders. I should move the bottom collider, actually. I don't like that shakiness, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We can drive. I'm so happy. Like, Not Sure did a really good job on fixing, like, the throttle and everything of the boat. It actually works really well. Steering still feels sluggish, but then again, it does in real boats as well. As long as I can turn around. Oh, man, that's nice. That's nice. And then, like, honestly, I was like, today I was like, okay, well, we have the mechanics for a boat. I can see how we can abstract those mechanics out. And so it should be relatively easy. I'm doing air quotes. It should be relatively easy to, like, add, like, a Jeep. But we'll get there. We'll get there in time. We'll get there in time. Okay, let me add the boat. I'm going to drag the boat. Okay. Oh, no. I wanted to do the bottom collider is what I wanted to do. But actually, I think to do the bottom collider, I can just copy this. Copy that component. I can create empty bottom collider. I don't think that's going to work as nicely as I thought it would. Why don't you use Unreal? So I would, like, it would make sense because I work in C++. My day job is C++. So it would make sense. But I mean, there were a couple of reasons. One, no, Unity didn't seem, the barrier to entry was not, it didn't seem as difficult. Another reason is whenever I've tried Unreal on this computer, like, it's shit. Like, it just runs terribly. It is a hog, and I don't like the experience. But it could be just because I don't know it. But like the experience of going back from the, like, for whatever reason, going from Visual Studio back to Unreal was just, it was, I don't know. It wasn't as good. It didn't seem as smooth. And another reason is because I worked in C# years ago. I'm old. I'm an old man. And I worked in C# from like 2006 to like 2010, 2011. I mean, like when the language was still very young. And I loved C#. I loved C#. But then like 2000, like I started in C++, went to C#, and then in 2011, I went back to C++. And I've kind of been professionally, I've been in C++ since then. But, you know, like, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but you know how like sometimes you have, like, you're married and you're happy with your marriage and you're happy with who you're married to, but there's still that one you think about. Like, not that you would do anything, but you still think about the old one. Well, that was me in C++ and me in C#, right? Like, I'm married to C++, but C#, I still think about C#. So this was kind of a way to have a side piece. Not that, but, and that's only acceptable when it comes to programming languages, okay? I'm not endorsing any bad behavior. You guys got to be good. I'm 24. Okay, so you're young, but so you'll probably 24 is very young. 24 is very young. And yeah, so I think you'll probably find that you will have, and I would be willing to bet that if you have had, like, if you've had a couple of relationships, one of the ones you already have had will probably be one that you look back on in fondness for probably the rest of your life. Like, I like in my personal case, there's a relationship I had when I was like, I guess I dated her between like 29, or I'm sorry, between 19 and 22, like, so, like in those age. And like, and then we kind of rekindled things in like when I was like 26, but that was only for like a few months. But anyway, but like I talk to like other friends and they always talk about, like, you know, the one girl that they can't stop thinking of, like the one girl that they still think about, but that was always a relationship when they were like in their early 20s. So yeah. Been coding for like 20 years old. Yeah, for 20 years. No, I mean, I believe you. Like, I started coding when I was like 25, or when I was 5, when I was like 5 years old, because again, I'm old. So my grandmother, she was taking a course at the community college, or she was taking a bunch of courses, but one of them was computer programming. And this was like, she had to buy a Commodore 64. So she and she had to buy it for this course. And so she had this Commodore 64, and way back then, what they used to do is you would get these, you could subscribe to these magazines, these paper magazines that they would mail to you. And in the magazines, it was just code for games that you could type. And it would say, like, if you have an Apple, here's the code for this game. If you have a Commodore, here's the code for this game. And so my grandmother, she had to subscribe to this magazine for school. And part of her assignments was to type the game in and like run it and try and understand it. And so I enjoyed typing it in for her. But of course, as I'm typing it in, it was all basic, but that was the foundation for, you know, because I'm typing it in, but as I'm typing it in, I'm reading it and I'm understanding it. And that was like the foundation for me to have now, 45 years later, have a career, like now a 25-year-long career in computer programming. So anyway, so I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, learning programming as a kid, like it's like people will like, I think people will scoff and be like, yeah, right. But it's completely possible. Like, it's very, very possible to learn programming at like a super young age. All right. The bottom collider. Okay, I got distracted, you know, telling my origin story. All right, let's see. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Okay, no. Okay, that's the view I want, I think. Okay, we're gonna go up. Okay. Okay, let's just get this. All right. Okay. Maybe I need to do this scale. Okay. Wait, what? What am I doing? Oh, I didn't add a box collider. Okay, there we go. That's why it wasn't looking right. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, easy, easy. All right, I think we could probably do about right there and then just push it back a little bit. Okay. All right, and then we need to scale it this way. I'm going to finish this up and I'm going to head downstairs, spend some time with my wife. And I can tell she's in a better mood since she came up here and was like, are you going to be up here all day? And I'm like, all right. Let me see. Okay, there. And then I'm going to scoot it up a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. I think. It's hard to tell with the level. I'm going to push it down just a little bit. No. I guess I can just scale it to be thinner. I don't want it sticking out of the boat. I feel like that's going to cause like some problem. Okay, there we go. All right. And then I want to disable the other box collider. Okay, so let me disable this one. I'm not going to delete it just yet. Okay, let's run it and see. Matthew, that info just gets soaked in the brain at a young age. It really does, and it gets soaked in your brain like an actual language would, right? Like if it feels very much like an actual. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like learning a language. It's very similar, especially at that age. I used to hack PCs, and then I moved to web servers, and I was in cybersecurity for a bit, and now I'm a full-time software engineer. Awesome. Matthew says, I think I was about 14 or 15. Yeah. Yeah, like my mom got a PC, like our first PC when I think I was like 13, 14. And that's when I started learning Pascal, and then I got my own PC, and then that's when I started learning C++ and blah, blah, blah. All right, let's just make sure this works. Okay. Okay. I think we're looking good, boys. This is looking really good. We're doing a great job. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got all the colliders there. I can delete the collider here. I'm going to delete the mesh collider too. There's no reason to having it. I'm not going to. Okay, and I think these are here. This where it says mesh collider removed. I think that's because it's still on the prefab. So does that mean if I go overrides and then apply all? Yes, perfect. Okay, works just like I thought it would. All right. Boys, we are looking good here. We're looking really good. Okay, we have a little box in the center of the boat. This can be improved, but that's fine. We'll do it later. All right. Let's see. Pilot seat's good. Is there anything like Okay, no, I think I'm good. Okay, so I need to commit. Haven't committed in a while. And Matthew's supposed to be my PM. He's supposed to remind me to commit. Did anybody hear Matthew tell me to commit? I don't think so. My wage gets docked a little every time I don't remind you. It does. I mean, and your 6-month review is coming up soon, so we're gonna have to talk. Okay, edit box colliders. No, I was when I was on my run earlier, I was thinking, because I think last night or yesterday when I was streaming, I said something like, it had been like 9 months that I had been working on this. But then I was thinking, I was like, no, not really. Because I think we originally started in March. And then I basically took the summer off. So that's like 2 months. It was like June, July, and part of August. Yeah, I think in total 2 months. So we started in March and then took 2 months off. March, this is October now. We're talking like 6, 7 months. I've been working on it like 4 to 5 months, I would say. And I think, having never worked in Unity and working on this part-time, like I think we've made really good progress. Okay, let me drag the boat back over near the dock so we can actually Okay, let me see. Come over here. Nice. And then the player, we'll drag him over too. We'll put him back on the dock. This is a poor man's dock. It really is. Okay. I just want to run this just to make sure it's good. Okay. Yeah. Wait, my volume is low and I got the music volume. I can't tell if the motor's running. Yeah, it's running. Okay. All right. That's excellent, man. Okay, let me commit this, and then I want to look at what's... I set out a list of goals, so I do want to see if maybe we can merge this already. What did I do? Cleaned up the location of the boat and the player. All right. So let's see. Okay. So improve box collision. I think this ticket will stay open because it can be improved even more, right? But have realistic bounding boxes to prevent the player. Oh, but I did link this. So maybe we close this and we just create another one. Isn't there like a no, let's just close this, complete it. But let's see, add existing issue. Oh, no. Create sub issue. Blank issue. Further improve collision in the boat _1 asset. There is a basic box area in the hull of the boat with a floor and walls on all 4 sides. However, this could be improved even more with realistic fidelity of collision fidelity. Okay. All right. I think that makes sense. And then I'm going to close this one. This is closed as completed. Okay. Close the issue. It would, a proper person would actually link the pull request. Okay, fine. I will link the pull request. But give me a minute. Okay, further improve. I just want to remove this. I just used change or remove parent. I just want to remove the parent. Okay. This would be a task. However, this would be actually a good first issue. Help wanted, meaning if anybody wants to do it, please do. I've actually been trying to use these labels and everything. So if you are interested, if Oliver is still there, but anybody who's listening, if you are interested in contributing, the link to this, the link to the repo is in the description of the video. And yeah, and if you are interested, take a look at the issues. Anything that says help wanted, have a, feel free to take a stab at and submit a PR, and we'll take it from there. But yeah. All right. So this one, I think, okay, we closed that already. I wanted to look at the to-do list I have to do. No, not that. Add drivable boat. That's what I wanted. Okay, have realistic bounding. The boat should not be drivable on land. I feel like that one's... I feel like I can't accomplish that one in enough time where I could accomplish it, test it, push it, and not have my wife be mad that I didn't go downstairs when I said I would go downstairs. You see what I mean? Like, I don't think, like, I have a certain time limit that I can remain up here before I have to go downstairs. And I don't think I have enough time to complete this one before that time limit expires. But I'm probably going to work, I'm going to go, I'm guessing that you would use the layers, right? And then you would just kind of like, be like, okay, well, actually, I'm not sure. Where's the water? Water root. Base water table. Yeah, okay. So base water table is layer water. So I guess I would just, you would have to look at what's under you, I guess. And what's like, I guess you could do it so you could, I guess you could ray cast down. Oh, but no, that means the water would have to have a collider, and it's not going to have that. Ugh, I'm not sure how you would do this then. If it doesn't have a collider, how do you do it? Like, how do you know what you're on? Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, I definitely don't have time to do that. I definitely don't have time to do it. But it's looking good. Like, I was thinking about this, like, it's looking, I mean, so I was thinking about this the other day. There's a lot of like groundwork that like a lot of establishing work that needed to be done. And I feel like, a good portion being like 30% of the groundwork, I would say like 30% of the groundwork is completed. And like with 30%, you can kind of make it a game. Like, kind of like, I don't know. We have the ability to put guards here that are going to shoot you, and we can make the guards be more accurate. We can make them be stronger so that you actually have to fight them, and then they're just guarding this, and then you got to run out to the boat, and then you drive off. So basically, like, what I just described is very basic game, and the framework is there. So, well, we'd have to build the cutscene framework, but there's a lot there. Yeah, we can definitely go from start to finish here. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. You do floating things using... No, I'm not doing the floating things doing ray casting. I'm trying to determine, like, how would the boat know that it's on the ground as opposed to in the water? That's what I'm not sure of. Let me see something. God damn it. I wanted to, let me see. I'm getting hungry. Maybe now that my wife's not mad at me, I can get her to cook me something. Well, the terrain has a collider, but the water doesn't. I guess you could tell if you're... Yeah, I don't know. So if it isn't hitting the terrain, it must be water. That's what I was thinking. Or it's up in the air. Yeah. But then, like, how would you do swimming? And I'm not saying we're going to do swimming. Like, I was thinking about that too. And I'm like, well, if there's water and you jump out of the boat, and like, what happens? Like right now, all that happens is you just fall down and hit until you hit the terrain on the bottom. So, right. So I'm not sure. But But let me talk really quick about like what I want to do, like where my mind is and what we'll do next. Like so, let's make the boat not drivable on land, and then we'll finish that. We'll finish this issue, and then from there, I really want to. Where's my to-do list? Make the game winnable. And that's where I'm kind of excited about this. This is where we're going to start adding cutscenes. And I can kind of see how cutscenes might work, but actually, no, I'm actually not sure how cutscenes would work. I mean, I guess you just take control of the camera and then you have text display or whatever you want to do. So, and then you could just do some like things where the camera moves. Anyway, but yeah, so that's that. I want to be able to do cutscenes. I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but so add so to make the game winnable, you got to get on the boat and you got to drive in a specific direction, right? You got to drive, and then you got to get, and once you get far enough away from the island, that's where it'll like fade to black and it'll be a cutscene saying you won the game or whatever. But to know that but you can only go east. If you go north, because this island does exist in a whole world, but you can only go east, because if you go north, south, or west, that's bad. So you're going to lose. So we're going to add a compass. So when the boat turns, you're going to know what direction you're going in. I've already looked into that because like 2 months ago, I started looking at code to add a compass, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this right now. But we'll have to do that. Add the ability for NPCs to enter and exit the boat. That's going to be tricky. Maybe. I think maybe we might cheat and just like they'll just warp. Just like, oh yeah, you're here. Now you're here. Add cutscene framework. Add a winning cutscene, so that a winning cutscene that knows how many NPCs you saved, and then add a losing cutscene. But the losing cutscene does not have to be fancy. It's just like, it can be like bang bang, like just the audio bang bang, and then you lose, and then the cutscene comes up. Anyway. Well, terrain has cleared, so if it isn't hit, I have some ideas about swimming. I'll get back to you on that, or a PR. Do the PR, dude. Yeah, like I mean, swimming. I haven't even added it onto the like to-do list, but I would imagine it's not going to make sense if we don't have swimming, right? Like we have water, so if you have water, you're going to have swimming. So. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go downstairs. My wife's not mad at me anymore, so I'm going to go downstairs, hang out with her, and then I've got a football game coming on at 4:30, so that's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. I think I'm going to make that pizza. I'm getting hungry. Boys. All right, I don't think I'll be back anytime today. And Matthew, send the link on the Slack channel. Send the link if you stream again. Send the link. I wouldn't mind checking out your channel. And yeah. I'll see you tomorrow night. Oliver, if you're still there, click and subscribe, and see you back tomorrow, Monday evening, 7 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. Until then, have a great day. Have a great